everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Slay the Spire. We died on the last run. Where did we die? Give me a moment, give me a moment. Is this sitting? I think it's some Hot Shots Golf. I think it's this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. How'd we die? And we were the silent. Okay, we're dead. Well, that's a fitting moment. So we're gonna play as the Ironclad. We're still waiting on the third boy or girl to enter the game here. Another try? Absolutely. Why don't we try a curse and a random rare relic? Peace Pipe is really good. We got doubt. So at the first campfire, we can remove doubt because of the Peace Pipe. I think we want to go this way. Yeah, I think it's probably the best way. We could remove it at the shop and then upgrade a card at the campfire, but I don't know. I'm not sure it necessarily matters. So you have 17 life. You have 15 life. You're dead. We're going to take 6, but we're going to heal 6 when the fight's over. Hopefully you choose not to attack. Gain 1 week. That's a bummer. Either way, 2 attacks means you're dead next turn. We got nothing to worry about on these guys. We could also just get, you know, the inability to become weak. Is the inability to become weak the same as the ability to have strength? I'm talking about in a philosophical sense. Cleave is a great card. Our results haven't necessarily shown this, but I think we've been playing better lately. Well, I think that's the way you play this one, but it does suck we're going to take 10 damage, which is actually 4 damage, but it could always become more, especially because we're weakened already. So, definitely, whenever we're weak, we're going to drop extra defense in just to compensate. We might as well not take any extra damage. I think our fundamentals are getting stronger. There's kind of like, it happens in a lot of games. You're bad, and then you get some results, and you kind of attribute those results to the wrong things. I can't believe it's gonna happen. You attribute those results to the wrong things that they should be attributed to. You end up losing more because you're doubling down on things that are not necessarily the most important things in the game. I think it happened to me in Isaac. It's happened to me in a lot of games. Reaper, I think, is just amazing. Even if playing this card does damage and it heals you for 4 at the bare minimum, as long as you don't play it when an enemy has block up. Not an enormous fan of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. 1 turn of vulnerability is great. If he chooses not to attack next turn, then we can go all out. He chose to attack. Well, we'll hit him with Reaper for 6 damage. Heal us for 6. Block 2. Or block all but 2, I should say. So I think we're getting back down to like the level we should be at, where we recognize, hey, this card's good, this card's trash. Not even any reason to attack there. And, you know, we understand what we're looking for a little bit more than we have in the past, I guess is what I'm trying to get across here. So this is definitely a bash strike sort of situation. We got a little bit of leverage, even being weak. With this guy being vulnerable, every single strike, I should say, is going to deal 6 damage. That's not enough to get the kill. A cleave will deal 7, leaving you at 13, 6, 6. It's not enough, but sadly we got no other options. So we're taking a bit of a beating here early, but it was all to get Peace Pipe, which is really... I mean, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's good if you get it early and you get the opportunity to use it a lot. Gain 5 block. If it's exhausted, gain 2 energy. Does seem useful. We can't guarantee it a spot in our shell right now, though. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 16 HP. I love it. Strike Plus is irrelevant, but the Reaper is beautiful. I don't fear it. It's just the wind of the sun and the rain. We can be like they are. Because you're vulnerable for 2 turns, even if we get, we remain weakened, I should say, you're gonna split, I think. So it's actually 5 damage. We might as well save Reaper until there's more enemies on the screen. This is 9, and that's 6. That's 15 damage. That'll cause you to split. And it's not really being greedy. I think it's just being shrewd. Wait until we're not weak and maybe there's more enemies for Cleave to really take advantage. And that's exactly how it's going to go here. We're going to heal for 10, and then we're going to take 8. Plus, we did 2 AoE attacks, which is, you know, good to begin with. I don't think... Yeah, Bash is not going to get a kill, so I think we throw out 2 of these and smack you. It is a little bit of a slow play, but remember, first campfire, we're going to use the Peace Pipe to remove our curse. Nine? Well, we might as well start with this then. You're going to hit him with the double defend, but... Whatever, I'll take 3. Or 5, I should say, because we're frail. Yeah, we probably should have just gone for a regular attack now that I think about it, but... Cleave and Strike will take you 1 away. 1 of anything away. But yeah, keep in mind, you know, we have a really thin deck. We got 14 cards. We're drawing... I don't know if any of this is worth it, even though Clothesline can be good. Let's keep it thin for now. You know, 1 in every, like, 7 cards we're drawing. No, sorry, wrong way. 1 in every 14 cards we're drawing. Like, 7% of our cards are curses. So we're going to go remove Doubt. And now the Peace Pipe is paid for itself. We want to kill these guys real quick. So Cleave is a must. We're about to take 17 damage. What would be awesome is to pull a Reaper on this next 8. Or next 5, I should say. 5 of the next 8. No, we didn't get it. We didn't get it yet, I should say. We'll hit you with a pommel. Still didn't get the Reaper. We're going to get hit for another 17. That being said, I'm going to throw the Bash in there. Because the Bash gives vulnerability. We're guaranteed to draw Reaper. So we'll take a little bit of extra life on the heal from this guy being vulnerable. Hey, any chance you could frig off with the damage here, bud? Like, it's getting a little ridiculous. It's a weird deck. We're going toe-to-toe right now, and I don't know if that's proven to be a very shrewd decision. Either way, we lived. We're at 24 life. We got a decent potion for once. Armaments, you gotta take. This is a little greedy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna upgrade armaments. Deck is fine on thickness for now, but we might, depending on how our HP looks, we might change that. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. As of right now, I think the only thing that targets is Reaper, but still, remove a card from your deck, lose 7 HP. You know, we're getting into the part where, like, maybe it's debatable. But I really like to push it to the limit on the first floor, wherever possible. Alright, so we are going to take damage. We could break even and hurt him, or we could try to draw into something else and get Reaper on our next go-around, which I think is more sensible. Yeah, so we've done 10. If we do 17, we can just hit him with the potion. The thing is, we can't afford to not be perfect here. We have to kill him. Can we do 17? Absolutely. Now, we didn't heal for anything off of Reaper, but we were only going to heal for 5, and if we played Reaper, we wouldn't have been able to block. So it's kind of a null point, you know what I mean? So we've healed up a little bit. I don't think we need another pommel just yet. Now, here's where things get obvious. We have to rest here, and we'll choose whether or not to fight this elite. I'm not convinced that we will fight this elite. No regen potion. Can't afford any relics. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a card to your hand. Are we going to go for that? I also like this. 6 damage to all enemies for free, and we get card draw out of it. We'll play Havoc as well. So we're not removing a card. Why would we pay 75 for that? Let's test our newfound synergy and see if we have any chance of making this happen here. Berserk. We might as well play it. We're gonna get there. Let's start with the pommel. Well, we turned to defend into an armaments, which is a positive. You're gonna hit us for 18, huh? It's kind of a lot. Make you vulnerable. We gotta race you. That's basically the way this goes. We've come a long, long way together. From the hard times to the good. I gotta celebrate you, baby. I've got to race you like I should. That was just stalling for time, because I definitely want to do that. Oh, dude, give me that battle trance. Oh! And armaments will turn this armaments into an armaments plus. That's amazing. I mean, out of these, I kind of want to pommel while he's vulnerable just to deal more damage. It's our best damage attack, even if we don't get the card draw. So now we're getting the extra energy. Again, I should say. I think we got him down to a decent level. You would like to have him around 40 for when he does his first Siphon Soul. You do need gas here, though. Probably want to bash. Keep him vulnerable. Havoc gave us a free strike. Give us an evolved. Shuffle 2 wounds in your draw pile. Whenever you draw a wound, draw a card. I don't know. Maybe hindsight probably would have been worth it to just go for a straight up defend instead. I'm hoping we kill him next turn, though. $23 life. Yeah, we got him. Not really smooth, but we did fight an elite. That's going to give us extra healing. I think you go Flame Barrier. I think we're going to like Flame Barrier. But now we got to beat the boss right after it. And we're only going to be at 40 HP. But if we're able to beat the boss, I think we're in a very good spot for our next floor. You know, we left it all out there, so to speak. So Dramatic Entrance has given us an Infernal Blade, which I think is worth playing. It's given us a Clash and a Carnage. Ethereal, deal 18 damage. If it's in your hand, it's exhausted. Well, I guess I'd rather just play it so that I'm not forced to lose it. If it gets exhausted, we will draw a card, but there was no reason to do it there. So we want to do 15 damage here. We can get there, thankfully. And we exhausted a card so we get Rampage, which is better than a Cleave or an attack. So we'll do that, just trying to get him to transform. And we'll pass turn. So far, so good, but I think we probably do want to pop this Dex Potion if we ever find ourselves having trouble getting a block up. Well, Flame Barrier is pretty great. We can afford to hit him once. Clash is free. It'll deal 14 and cause us to take 3. I think it's worth it. We gotta be very astute with our trades, though, because could get bad quickly. 777, that's where we want to be, I think. So he'll transform. We'll save all of our gas on offense for our next turn, hopefully. Okay. He's hitting us for quite a lot. It does seem, though, you probably want to do an armaments either way. So that's some block. Havoc is free, and it gets rid of Flame Barrier, but on a turn that's actually useful for us. I don't know about Evolve on this one. You can play Carnage and deal 26 damage, or you play a Rampage, and next time it's going to do 20, but then this will get exhausted. Or you could heal for 5, which is irrelevant on this turn. This can wait, I think. Not an easy decision. So we gained Impervious. Oh my lord. Well, if he's going to hit us hard on the next turn, Impervious is pretty good. It gives us card draw anyway because of the exhaust. He's not going to hit us. I mean, this is a weird one. We still want to hurt him pretty bad. Alright, he's transformed. I think we got this guy on the ropes. And you'll forgive me, but I think that we've almost got like a decent sort of deck working for us here after all that. This is a bit of a strange one, but I think you got to throw up the defend. But I think you rampage as well. The damage is just so good. And you probably just choose to take 5 damage. Like, we got him on the ropes. There's no reason to trade in... Let me put it this way. The more we take damage, the closer we are to just one bad turn causing all sorts of problems for us. So, try a Havoc here. We got a wound out of it, which then ended up becoming a searing blow through things that I don't really fully understand. We'll play that. Kind of want to bash it. My reasoning is that it's going to at least apply vulnerable. We're going to take 12 damage here, which is not great. But we do still have a Reaper in the deck. And an Impervious is actually lovely here as well. Reaper's only going to heal us for 5. And he's only vulnerable for 1 more turn. I think you play Impervious. Get full block on this turn. He also gave us spot weakness. But he's vulnerable. I think you err on the side of having higher strength, but... wasn't a decision I made lightly. So we want to hit him for like 7,000 damage on this turn if possible. It's not a great turn for an Armaments Plus. Certainly a Rampage is 30 damage by itself, and then that, and then that, and he's transforming. And we're pleased, but we have lost Flame Barrier and Impervious, so we do have to worry about our damage here. We could kill him. Let me think. Oh, it's 30. It just kills you. You're dead. That was beautiful. A great... It took some cojones to get here, is I guess what I'm trying to say. I think you throw in another Reaper, honestly. And then anything like Sozu would be amazing. I know that we take this every time. We're taking Black Star. It's just too good. You can have relics stacked up across the screen. You do need a little bit more relic variety. That's like the principal thing I want to see as we get further into early access. So we want to chart a course that allows us to fight elites. Looks like the left side, strangely enough. Kind of gives you a nice smattering of everything. Alright. Now we're going to see how this looks. Dramatic entrance. Gave us a second Reaper. I honestly think you Armaments Bash. I mean, why use Reaper now? We exhaust and get some cards out of it, but we got no life to fill up. Since he's vulnerable for 3 turns, I think we could conceivably kill him in that time frame. Probably open with a Havoc. Don't even really know what happened there. Still vulnerable for 3 turns. Yeah, you shuffle in hexes into our deck, but every time we get a hex in our hand, at the end of the turn, that's going to become a new card for us. I think you just go for broke, honestly. We'll probably draw into Reapers. Do some damage that way. It's hitting us for 13. Well, we didn't draw into Reapers. 7. 6. Alright, this turn, you throw out a lot of defense. We gotta do 22 damage next turn. It's plausible. Maybe. Well, he's not attacking, so no big deal. You definitely Reaper. Ah, but we're so weak. There's a second Reaper coming. Leave him at 9. I think we can get that heal. We got about a 50% chance to draw the Reaper. Either way, he's going to be dead. We just want to heal up as much as possible off of him if possible. We got it. We healed for 4. Exhausted a card. Limit break. Double your strength. Exhaust. I think I'll just kill him instead if you don't mind. I think Combust can be okay with Reaper. It seems like we want to kill enemies faster, and HP sort of hasn't been a problem. Lose Blood Vial. Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites. I don't necessarily respect vampirism as a profession, okay? Deck is only at 17 cards. You know, removing a strike from it, I think it just gasses it up a little bit. Definitely, we will combust. We will dramatic entrance. which gave us an Immolate. Exhaust one card. If it's a status or a curse, deal 10 damage to all enemies. I don't really want to exhaust... I mean, we don't have a status or a curse is what I'm, I guess, trying to say, but, like... We might as well block for 5. We don't need to play anything out. Like, nothing else. We could Immolate a Strike, I guess, to make our deck thinner, but... I'm not convinced we want to upset the balance just yet. Okay, so we're going to choose to take 10 this time. Sadly, we have to punch some damage through. And we're going to rely on Reaper to heal us up. Also, I accept, you know, we're probably just going to end up taking some damage in the process here. Play Armaments, that allows you to play a free Havoc. Which gives us a free Flame Barrier, which is, you know, good or horrible depending on your perception of things. Because we've lost Flame Barrier forever. But on the bright side, we've also gotten the block for this turn. Stop healing. It's not legal. It's an illicit maneuver. I mean, you probably Armaments. You look at it, you just take 0 damage. This sounds nice. Really, I guess, I'll tell you what, we're going to Immolate a Strike. That's going to give us a card that is actually better for us in the future. But this is like our worst enemy. We don't have this kind of burst damage. You know, we don't have a heavy blow or something like that we can use to punch it through. So, unfortunately, gotta kind of accept that we're gonna eat it a little bit here. And we're on path to fight an elite, and I don't think we have much choice in the matter. Reaper is actually essentially worthless here. So we get a free defend that also gives us an offering, which we will play because we, quite frankly, need the energy. Entrench, double your current block. That's too expensive, but still nice. Okay, we get a free defend. It exhausted a card, blood for blood. Deals 16 damage. I like it. Thank you. You gotta throw a Reaper out here now. You gotta... Can you throw out a second Reaper and get a kill? Yes, you can. So that's what you like to see. A little bit of extra healing there. Brought it all back in the end. Fire Breathing, I don't think is that good. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. I can see this with Dead Branch. Not necessarily 100% convinced, but I can see it. Alright. I mean, Reaper right off the bat is 8. It's kind of tempting. Start with Dramatic Entrance for free, though. Double tap. Your next attack is played twice. Yeah, okay, so here's what you do. Double tap. Reaper. Also gave us Inflame because something got exhausted? The second Reaper maybe got exhausted? Maybe it counts as an exhaust somehow? Either way, being able to play that Inflame later is going to be nice. So we've hurt them and made ourselves stronger. Mind you, because of the blocks, you know, we haven't made a ton of progress, but that's life. Start with a Havoc. Free Reaper again. Exhausted. Evolve. Well, I mean, like, maybe, I don't really, but, like, I don't think it's, I think I'm just gonna go like this. I'm not sure Evolve is any good. Oh, wait, do we, no, we don't have, we got Immolate off of Dead Branch. It's not actually necessarily good for us. Combust puts them on a timer. We need it. Gain 3 block for each. Incredible. This will exhaust a defend and give us 5 block. It's still, I feel like, the right play, because we do get another card out of it, but... Alright. Things are going to be tough here. I'm starting to realize this deck is actually just... It's not dealing that much damage. We need some kind of strength gain in one way or the other. Flame Barrier is bad here. I think we hope to draw something that makes double tap a little better. And, yeah, Cleave is probably it. Slowly working them down. Like, really, really slowly working them down. Mind you, we're not taking a whole bunch of damage ourselves in the process, but that's been buoyed by some lucky gets, to be honest. Let's try a little Havoc real quick. Free Strike, that also came with an Iron Wave. Well, if you're going to block for 5 or strike for 8, you might as well strike for 7 and block for 5. We're not going to hit the dude that's blocking. That's just foolish. Instead, we'll hit the dude that's healing. Actually, it wouldn't have been foolish because we did do 4 damage regardless, but... Ugh. Please. We've taken so little damage off of them. So here, I mean, you tend to like an armaments, which makes seeing red free. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. Definitely will play that. I mean, I think I'll bash on you. You're going to be vulnerable for a long time. And then I'll second wind to gain a little block and get rid of evolve, turn it into another card. Pummel. Pummel seems like an attack. It also gets exhausted, so we can get some, you know, new energy out of that. We've got this, like, war of attrition thing going on with this deck, though, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of the times, I'm always like, I'm so confident of how things are going. And not so much right now. Not so much. Can I kill you? 18. 13, so that's 31. It's not quite enough, but I think we still got to kind of go for it. Either that or get 7 block and exhaust a card, but then this guy's going to heal, so we might as well... he's going to die to combustion this way. Very necessary. Now, because of combustion, we're actually gaining strength every turn. That's why we need, like, Bloodlust or something like that in our deck. This makes Havoc free. Gave me a free pummel, which then was exhausted. It's quite nice, actually. Try a pommel real quick, see what we get out of it. Not enough, but hey. We're way ahead of it now. We are going to have to fight an elite, though. Like, right after this. Oh, man. This is just terrible. No, it's not. Because you're going to die to combustion. Gotta take Inflame. This is where things get tough. So far, not too bad. Like, relatively low HP minions. Plus Exhaust is not terrible for us. We certainly want Dramatic Entrance. Give us Rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 4 block. It's not good enough. These guys are only getting stronger, which sucks. But we're going to play an Armaments, and then into a Reaper, which should heal us for 15. This guy's going to hit for 6, which is actually 1. But it's not that bad, honestly. I think this is pretty good. Plus, you get 2 relics for beating these guys, which is pretty important. This guy's got to go. 16 damage. You're hitting for 27, which is, you know, its own bucket of madness. But, I just want to run the math real quick. Inflame, then Strike should do 11 or 12. Should take you down to like 5. Then a Combust might kill you, but instead, I think you do this. 11. Do that. Combust will not kill you. So I have to strike you dead. And it pains me to do so, because then this guy's going to do like 100 damage next turn. But if we can get him, that's fine. But we're going to get hit for 27. Nothing we can do about that right now. This guy's got to go on this turn, like, immediately. Sadly, we didn't play Combust, so I think we're just in Bash Cleave territory. Okay, now we got 1 enemy to deal with, and things are going to be a little simpler, even though he has summoned another... Oh, he summons another 2 right away. I thought he would only summon 1. We might be dead here. That would be an extreme bummer. Reaper heals us for 21. It's almost non-negotiable if we're going to take 4 damage. We got a barricade out of it, which is way too slow to be useful. Havoc comes out, gave us a body slam for 0, and another Inflame that we're going to be happy with for later. But, yeah, not a glorious start here. Got to deal 20 damage to that guy to get him killed. Oh my god, 26 damage to him. This guy is only getting stronger over time as well. Now he's dealing 36 damage. Well, I don't know. I think things start to become quite scary here. Bash. Cleave. And then... Oh, we don't have enough for Combust. Yep, I'm actually going to die. I was going to do Bash, Cleave, Combust, but we don't have... Yeah. Well, That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I suppose. I don't know. We never really got off the ground here. We were always struggling. It was always a fight. I don't know what maybe we focused a little bit too much on deck thinning. Either way, thanks for watching. We'll be back with a silent. I got questions in that one. Like I said, getting a lot better at the game, as you can see. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Womp, womp.